Only Tamanio can sing Othello like that. Have someone tell the press that from tomorrow the Scala Theatre is suspending all performances because Maestro Verdi is seriously ill. Seems there's no hope.
What is all this straw on the ground?
It's to keep the street quiet. Maestro Verdi's dying.
Safe conduct. Check the baggage. Jose Arturo.
Here?
Why are you going to Milan? What have you to say?
Swine?
What?
I sell pigs.
Don Lorenzo Fineschi.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio de Bellis.
Here.
Right. Giuseppe Verdi. Margherita Barezzi Verdi. Igino Verdi. Why are you going to Milan?
Does it really interest you so much?
My husband is a musician. They're giving his opera at the Philodramatici Theater. That's why we're going there.
Musician. Aber Achtung! We Austrians know something about good music also. Here. You may go.
Are you still frightened?
No more.
When I look at their faces, I just cannot control myself. It's too much for me. It seems like entering Vienna instead of Milan.
For the moment, they're stronger. And we Italians can't say what we think. You wouldn't understand, Father. Politics don't concern you.
Oh, Verdi. You here?
Hello, sir. Punctual, eh?
Oh, very punctual. All the misfortunes of my life arrive with unerring and quite inescapable punctuality.
Oh, perhaps I should have come a few days earlier.
No, no. Unfortunately, you've arrived right on time. You see, my dear Verdi, I am bankrupt. Come, come. Listen, listen. Did you hear? All my beautiful things. The backdrops, the scenery, my theater, all for auction. I'm afraid I lost my head. I forgot to let you know that the show was off because it all happened so suddenly.
But, sir, I left a steady position. I brought my family here. What will I do?
Listen, Verdi, you know that I'm a good friend of yours. I'll think of something for you. I won't leave you like this. Just give me enough time to get over all this trouble.
Really? He cut out the other bidders right from the first moment. With the Scala, Del Vervi, and Philodramatici, he rules the Italian opera stage.
It's just as well. There was nothing worth having.
Oh, there wasn't much to choose from.
The most interesting thing
Your
was
orders,
the theater.
Mr. Ferrelli. My respects.
I'm so sorry, Marini.
I'm sorry than you are. Yes, I'd come to love this old place.
Well, at least you'll have the consolation of seeing some good opera shown here for the first time. No hard feelings, Marini.
And no money either. And that's much worse. But it won't be much longer that I'm without money, I can assure you. Because the impresario Marini will rise again bigger than ever. You think that you've bought me out completely. Oh, no. The one thing that's worth the most you haven't bought yet, and that you'll never be able to buy.
What do you mean, Marini?
I mean just this, sir. Here is a young composer, one of my discoveries. He has something to sell. First-class musical talent. And I'll see that he's successful. I don't know how or in what theater, because I have none. Most important, however, we're in Milan. Genius will conquer difficulties.
A musician of great worth.
Yes.
He certainly doesn't look like it.
But after all, an artist is not to be judged by his appearance.
It's easier to tell an impresario by his conceit.
Quiet, I'll do the talking.
He has character, this young friend of yours. I wonder if his music has as definite a character as he has.
Well?
I may decide to grant him an audition one of these days. I'll be seeing you, Marini.
Certainly.
Why all this fuss, Marini? You treat me like a freak attraction.
Let me take care of it. I know how to handle people like that. You worry only about your family. And as for that old goat, leave him to me.
the battle, play me the lullaby.
Huh? How many wounded?
They're not wounded, Daddy. They're sleeping.
At your orders, General? What is it? You're sleepy already. Margarita, why should he be so sleepy at this time of day?
Well, you know, he's been running around all morning.
I'm afraid he doesn't feel well.
Oh, no, he's all right. Come on.
Well, then, how much longer will it take you to finish? I can't wait any longer. After all, I'd asked you very politely to hurry up. So now.
Stop it! Stop it! I'm sick of hearing that voice. She's not a woman. She's an old hen.
But, darling, it isn't everyone who can have a melodious and pleasing voice. Go on with your game, darling. Don't let yourself get so depressed, Giuseppe. You must have patience.
Patience! Patience! I've had too much of it. No word from anyone. They haven't time to think of me, I suppose.
My father would be very unhappy if he heard you speaking like this.
Poor Papa Barezzi. A fine thing he did to spend his money on my musical studies.
He has faith in you.
It's a pity that he's the only one who does.
No, he's not the only one.
You, darling? To every woman, the man she loves seems to be a genius. It's probably a bill collector. They're the only ones who look for me.
I'll answer. You wait. Who is it?
Open the door. It's Marini. Oh, I have good news. Wonderful news. At last we have succeeded. Varelli wants to see you.
When?
At once.
Margarita. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, no, don't you worry about me, but hurry up.
Ready. Get my hat and the score.
I'll get them.
Oh, 1 minute. Here you are, sweetheart.
You don't want to go out like that with that awful tie.
But
Oh.
But...
Oh, forget the tie, Senora Margarita. We'll be late.
It's useless to insist. It's obvious you're a bachelor.
Oh, no. I'm not a bachelor. I'm a widower. May the Lord rest her soul. I'm a lost man without her.
I'll do it. I'm afraid you'll never learn how to tie it, will you? Giuseppe, I beg of you, try and stay calm, won't you? And don't get angry over any trifle. It's a lovely opera, and he's bound to like it.
I hope he likes it as much as I like you.
All right, but hurry.
Let's go.
Goodbye, Senora. Come on, hurry.
Gino, what is it? Oh, Gino. Gino, darling. Baby, what is it? You feel bad?
Yes, it hurts me.
Where?
Here.
Oh, my poor darling little baby. That's why you were so sleepy before. Now you'll go straight to your cot And you see, you'll feel all better soon. Your father was right. You must have a fever.
What is it?
You're wanted outside, sir.
Oh. Excuse me a moment.
Let's go, Marini.
But why?
Do you have to ask? I could tell by his face that he didn't like the music.
But he said nothing. He hasn't even spoken yet.
Because he didn't know what to say.
No, you're wrong. Now, don't run away like this. Keep your temper. Have you forgotten everything that your wife said? Calm down. When he comes back, I'll talk to him.
You're leaving so soon. But you'd promised that you would stay and have dinner with me.
I changed my mind.
Lately, I've begun to notice that you've been changing your mind quite often about me. Do you still love me?
A singer is always in love with an impresario.
And if I were not an impresario?
I wouldn't be a singer. Who's in there?
A very promising young composer. His fate depends on my decision.
I heard him play. Doesn't sound at all like the music of a beginner.
I respect your judgment very much.
I liked it.
I'm very glad. Because I liked it very much myself.
Goodbye.
We shall meet soon.
They gave me a contract and money in advance.
And you've spent it all.
Well, nearly.
Oh, good heavens. Giuseppe, the next time you sign a contract...
They're only giving my opera at La Scala during Carnival.
La Scala. Oh, why, that's marvelous.
You will sit with the composer, and they won't know which is lovelier. His music or his wife.
Your music, darling. Your music. Yes, love. Mommy's coming. I thought I'd put him to bed. I think he must have a bit of fever.
I thought so. How much?
Oh, hardly any. Don't you worry. Tomorrow he'll be much better. Do you realize that there's only a month to Carnival? And the dress for the first night, I have it in mind. A skirt with wide pleats and a blouse with big puff sleeves.
My applause is for you. Every single time you proved right.
It's no great merit to recognize the talents of others. But why isn't he on stage? The audience wants him. And I, too, would like to know him.
Go and look for him. Who knows in what corner of the theater he's hiding himself, so as not to show his excitement.
Thanks.
That young man.
Don't worry, my dear. We'll surely find him. After all, he can't have gone very far. Oh, there he is.
Stopped him just in time.
Well,
his way
are
out.
you pleased with your success? My dear, I would like to present to you our Maestro Verdi.
It is an honor to meet such a celebrated artist.
A singer can contribute only her voice, but the heart and the soul are always given by you composers.
And the impresario? He doesn't do anything.
He pays.
For everything.
I hope you will join us tonight.
Thank you. But I must go home at once.
But it's the last night of Carnival. Nobody goes to sleep yet.
I promised my wife. Our little boy is ill.
Oh, poor child, I'm sorry. All best wishes.
Thank you. Good
Well,
night.
good night, Verdi.
I like him. He's so serious, so modest, and so very young.
And married.
Jealousy?
Oh, just foresight.
Margarita.
No. Margarita.
No.
Calm down. Have courage, my child. You must resign yourself to the will of God. Calm down now. Now go into the other room. Now, come along, my dear. You'll make yourself ill like this. You have to think of your husband. You have him to live for. Now go into the other room. Now come along, my dear. We make you stay here. Oh, poor child, my poor child. Now go into the other room.
My baby. My baby.
Come along. Have courage. Be brave now.
Please, oh, please, don't make so much noise. Stop it now. Stop it, I beg you. Stop it now. Verdi's little boy's dead.
Gino.
How do you feel, dear?
Fine, fine.
You must feel cold. Here. Did you take the medicine the doctor ordered?
Yes, love, I took it.
This miserable rainy weather. Looks like it's never going to end. I'll go, dear. Don't get up.
It's about the rent, Mr. Verdi. You told me to come again today.
You're right. I was supposed to have collected some money. Please be patient.
I've been patient long enough, I think.
Yes, I've already told you. You're right. You'll have to forgive me. Tomorrow I'll bring it to you.
Who was it?
A salesman. I sent him away. I'm going out.
Where are you going?
I have an appointment with Varelli. He wants to talk to me.
Still about the comic opera?
I don't know. Maybe.
But I won't accept. Don't you worry. I'll be right back. Bye.
You ask for the impossible, my dear Verdi. I'm very sorry. I don't give advances.
But I need money. My son has died, and now my wife needs a great deal of care.
I've offered you a contract. I offer it to you again. There.
But I don't feel like writing a comic opera.
Mm-hmm.
At this moment, I'm not in the mood.
Then we won't mention it anymore. Hmm?
Then give me another assignment. I brought a libretto. Look here.
I Lombardi. No politics, no. I want no trouble with the Austrian census. Well, then, you have only to sign this, and I'll give you at once the advance you wanted. And when you deliver the score, you will get the rest. Come. You do a favor for me, and I will do one for you. There now.
A pair of earrings, a silver pin, a gold necklace, and a bracelet. 25, all right?
Why so little? They're gold. The bracelet is heavy. I beg of you, I need the money.
Business is business.
Wait, please. Take this gold chain.
I assure you, if it depended on me, I'd willingly give you more, but, well, 25, 35 for the lot. We can't possibly pay more than a quarter of the actual value.
She's fainted. Help me to lift her up. Come along, dear.
What happened? You know her?
She must have fainted.
But what need was there to go and pawn your jewels? I have money. Lots of money. There's more than enough to keep us going.
Did you sign that contract?
What does it matter?
No, you shouldn't have done it. Give him back what he gave you. You must break the contract.
Why should I?
Oh, it's a subject that you don't feel. You wouldn't be at ease. It's your second opera, and it must be a success.
Don't worry.
Oh, Giuseppe, I'm so afraid. I'm so terribly afraid.
No, you'll see. Maybe I exaggerated. They want a comic opera, they shall have a comic opera. Even you don't think I can really do it, do you? You're wrong, dear. I've already thought of several themes. They're very good.
I don't believe it.
But it's the truth. Do you want to hear them? I'll play them for you now.
it here much larger than you...
Margarita.
Some water, please.
You must stay calm, my child. You see, the least little thing upsets you and makes you worse. Do you want me to tell Giuseppe not to go?
No. I want him to go. He's already so upset about me.
Here I am. I'm all ready. I managed all by myself, even found my cufflinks.
Come here, darling.
No, don't move.
That necktie. Leave us now, Papa. I wanted so much to be with you the first night.
But you will be. I'll think only of you.
I'll be waiting.
I'm afraid to leave her.
No. You'd only upset her more. Go. I'll stay here. Come back soon and bring us good news.
He was very worried, wasn't he?
Every composer is on his opening night.
It would be terrible if it didn't go well. He's worked so hard. Papa. But why is he so late? I won't be alone where I go. But he will. He'll be all alone. You love him, don't you, Papa?
Yes.
And you love him after us?
Yes. Yes.
And if another woman takes my place...
No, don't say that. Don't say it.
She must be worthy of him. She must love him the way I loved him. With all her heart, with all her soul. You will give her this ring. Because I don't want my memory to diminish their happiness.
How did it go? Don't tell her.
Tell me.
A success. Big great success. I thought they would never stop applauding.
I'm so glad.
It was wonderful. The audience was enthusiastic. Everyone asked about my lovely wife.
And I wasn't there.
Margarita. Margarita.
May I? What do you have, sir? Some soup and a little bread.
I'm very sorry. They can't give you any more credit.
Chestnuts for this.
That's all right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Even hungrier than we are. Why, that's Verdi, isn't it?
Yes, that's Verdi.
You told me tonight you were having trouble with the score of Nabucco. Why not give it to him?
Oh, for goodness sake, Verdi is finished. No one even knows his address anymore. He lives like a savage.
Stop a minute, will you? Have you the libretto with you? Give it to me.
Why do you want it? I'm not getting out of this cold, my dear.
Let me talk to him. You wait here. The libretto, quickly.
But, Giuseppina, you can't do that. I don't care for the idea. This is one of your whims.
We'll see. Maestro! Maestro! Maestro Verdi! Don't you recognize me?
Yes, good evening.
They told me that you won't see anyone, that you live just like a bear. But why?
They have told you the truth. Excuse me, good night.
No, wait. Signor Varelli wants you to write the music for a new opera.
He gives me charity.
No, this isn't charity. This is your work. Your music and your future are still very important.
To Verdi?
No. To me. I, too, know what it means to despair. There were times when I wished I could die. Then I understood that I was wrong. The only wealth we have in our possession is life, even though it has its sorrows, its tribulations.
Don't you understand that I have nothing more inside? Nothing. I am disillusioned, embittered, empty.
No, it's you who insist on thinking so. And you've got to react against it. Resume your work. Feel alive once more. And with your genius, put all your sorrow into your music. You must do it. Please take it. It's interesting. It's the story of the suffering of an oppressed people who long for liberty. Just like our people. Like all of us. All I ask is that you read it. Will you please?
Bravo, Verdi!
Bravo, bravo, maestro.
A big success.
Bravo, Maestro. Don't you hear them? Go up on the stage. They're calling for you. What are you waiting for? Listen, they want you on stage. Go on, Maestro. Good luck. Good luck to you, Maestro.
Long live Verdi! Long live Italy! Come on, long live Italy! Long live Italy!
Are you pleased, Maestro?
Bravo.
This is provocative action. Interrupt the performance and arrest the composer. Your Excellency.
Hooray! Long live Italy!
Order, His Excellency the Governor. The performance must be interrupted. The public's behavior is absolutely scandalous. What? We consider this opera a cause of unrest. These are His Excellency's orders.
But, gentlemen, I beg... Good evening, gentlemen. What is it?
You'll stop the performance. Orders from the governor.
I can't. It's impossible. These are the orders of the governor. There would be a riot. His Excellency, outrage. Already paid.
Maestro, once more, all together, come on!
Gone crazy out there. You with your Verdi. You want to see me ruined. What are you doing standing there like a mummy?
What am I to do, Giuseppe Verdi?
Go into the theater and try to calm those lunatics. They'll smash up the place. Try to do something.
Excellency, I do not guarantee that there won't be a riot if the performance is interrupted.
Jawohl. But tomorrow I will expect in my office the impresario. He will have to answer to me for this scandal. Verfluchte Saupack.
Maestro, come in. Do.
I wanted to see you alone for just a minute. Before the others arrived. To say to you, thank you. Thank you.
Did you hear all that applause, Maestro? It was all for you. Do you know that?
And also for your voice.
It's your music that makes it what it is.
And you made me what I am. Do you remember that evening? It is to you that I owe it all. Everything. I will never forget it. All my life.
If my speaking to you that evening really did you some good, then that's the best use I've ever made of my voice. I, too, shall never forget.
Giuseppina, you can come in now. You were magnificent.
Viva Verdi!
It was wonderful, superb.
It's been an unforgettable experience. Your music was awesome. No, never mind. She was next. And you, a triumphant star.
And so you see, you've become famous.
Ah, too famous. Dear Verdi, you have given me a beautiful opera, but you've also put me in a beautiful mess.
Oh, you'll get out of it very easily. Everyone knows that you and the Austrian governor are in each other's pockets.
All the same, I must go to Vienna at once. I've got to speak to the Minister of the Imperial Police in person. If we want your revolutionary Nabucco to have the performance as it deserves, I will have to leave tomorrow.
Oh.
You seem happy that I'm going.
Giuseppina, you must be very tired.
Well.
Excuse us, ladies and
I'll see
gentlemen.
you
My
soon,
sister
dear.
has to change.
Good night.
Would you mind leaving us now?
Thank you.
Good night. Please,
It's
Maestro.
so wonderful meeting you. Goodbye.
Good night. Good night. I'm afraid you will have to leave too, Maestro. Please. Good night. Well, what is it? What's the matter?
I'm so happy. Too happy.
Yes, it was a big success.
No, it's not because of that.
Then what?
I'm so much in love.
Oh, it isn't the first time you've been in love.
But this time isn't like the others. Verdi's not the
Verdi?
sort.
Oh, the little country maestro doesn't lose time with the girls in the chorus. He aims high. He picks the prima donna, the famous soprano, the friend of the greatest impresario in Italy.
Don't talk like that. He knows nothing of me. He sees me like I used to be. And like I'd want to be again for him. And now I'm afraid.
Oh, come on now. Let's not complicate things. If you really like that country bumpkin, you know how to satisfy your whim.
It isn't a whim. For the first time in my life, I know what it is to love. And to be loved.
Oh, it's senseless. I've always told you you're nothing but a fool, a stupid fool. That's all.
Do you remember me?
No.
But I remember you.
You must be touched.
Look how beautiful it is here.
I want to go back to the country. I'm a farmer, a peasant who writes operas. If all goes well with Hernani, but then Varelli is still in Vienna.
Why wait for Varelli? There isn't only La Scala. You could also give Hernani in Venice. I'd come there to sing in it.
Yes. Maybe you're right. What is it? Aren't you happy?
Oh, yes, too happy. It frightens me almost.
What are you afraid of?
Of losing you.
Neither do I want to lose you. That's why I want you to give up your city life, your friends. And also your career. Would you do it? You don't answer.
Just let me sing your Hernani. Will you? Then I will do whatever you want.
Dear, dearest, I love you more than you know.
don't seem too happy to see me.
I'm very glad you're here. There's something important I must say to you. You must understand.
Giuseppina, I'm not so very young anymore. And you instead are in the flower of your youth. So as not to break off, I've never interfered with your actions. But this time you've gone too far.
I love Verdi. I'm going away with him. I'm through with singing.
Are you insane? And I, according to you, must understand you, accept your decision, and give you my blessing. I don't want to lose you. You wouldn't have been anything without me, don't forget.
I know it. But I repaid you. I've no more obligations. I'm free now.
Yes, free to ruin yourself with that Verdi, whom I can send back to starvation anytime I want to.
There are lots of theaters.
You forget that I have under my control almost every theater in Italy. And as for the public and the critics, I know how to handle them. Yesterday's idol can fall at tonight's rehearsal.
You won't do that to me.
You're right, I won't do it tonight. I should give you some time to think it over. And there's one thing more that I must tell you. Ever since we gave Nabucco, your Verdi has been a political suspect. You know what that means, don't you?
You don't frighten me. You only disgust me. Get out. Get out. I would rather die than have anything more to do with you.
I will give you until tomorrow.
Signor Borelli. Signor Borelli. Wait. Listen. Signor Borelli.
Excuse me, Maestro Verdi.
He's not here. Signor Borelli.
They told me that he's always with the prima donna.
But who are you?
I'm Verdi's father-in-law, Barezzi.
His father-in-law. You couldn't have come at a better moment. Heaven must have sent you, Mr. Barezzi. Come in, please, just for a moment. This way, please. I want to speak to you. It won't take a minute, please.
Thank
in
you.
there. Here we are. She's been fitting a costume. You go in. I'll see that no one else comes. Just knock. Come in. What is it?
I'm Antonio Barezzi.
Oh, Signor Barezzi. It's all right now. You can go.
Yes, madam.
Verdi will be delighted you're here. Have you seen him yet?
No, and I would prefer that he should not be told that I'm here in Venice.
I don't understand. Sit down.
I am Margherita's father, and I speak to you in her name. You see this ring? It belonged to my daughter. She told me to take it, and said that I was to give it only to the woman worthy of being Verdi's second wife.
Oh, I see. You don't believe me worthy, do you?
That's a question you should never have asked me.
What right have you to judge me?
I know all about you. Also what Verdi doesn't know. That you have a child.
He's dead.
And that you can't have any more.
And you blame me also for my misfortune?
No, but I don't want your misfortune to become Verdi's also. A faithful wife and children. That is what he hopes to have again. And you could never be neither wife nor mother.
Don't you know he loves me?
Verdi is of our stock. He has our morals, our ideas. Perhaps we're narrow-minded, but we're very strict. Even if he did forgive you, he would always remember. He'd always be ashamed of his own weakness. He would be ashamed of you. He would never be able to look at a child without thinking that his wife will never have any. He would end by hating you.
I, too, have the right to rebuild my life.
Yes, but not at the price of someone else's. Borelli is very influential, and jealousy is very often an evil counselor. Verdi could easily be ruined by you.
Oh, you're all against me. Nobody has pity. Nobody.
The only thing you can do, if you really do love him, is to leave him. in such a way that he'll never regret it.
Giuseppina. 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 Why didn't you answer me at once?
I was trying on my costume.
But listen,
Please, now, I have so many things to do. There's not much time before the performance, and I'm still like this. Later, a little later, please. Forgive me. No, please. Stay outside the door. Yes. And don't let anyone in. Yes. I'll go back to the hotel at once. And if it's Verdi, you won't see him? Not even Verdi. No, you can't come in. Wait! Leave us alone. Very well.
What is it, Giuseppina?
Nothing. I'm a little tired, that's all.
You know, you sang marvelously tonight. You actually moved me with my own music. Giuseppina, I must tell you something very important, but I don't know where to begin. Tell me, will you be my wife? It may seem strange that I ask you now, but never as tonight have I so wished to have you for myself. I'm beginning to be jealous, even of your triumphs. . Why don't you answer?
Is love alone all one needs to be happy?
Why, of course. Love also includes respect and trust. But what's troubling you? I asked you if you would like to be my wife. I want you to answer yes or no.
I don't believe that I could ever be the wife that you need. I'm not the woman for you.
Oh, no. No, that can't be the reason. It doesn't make sense. It is I who must choose the woman I want for wife. And I've chosen you because it's you I want. All you must do is tell me if you love me. That's all I ask. Only that.
No, not now. I feel so tired tonight. Tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be able to think more clearly and to explain better.
Explain what? That you don't love me, that I'm nothing to you? You must tell me.
Don't ask me anymore.
I insist you answer.
Very well, then. I thought I loved you. I was amused by the role of the woman in love. You were forgetting that I am an actress.
But I don't understand. Your kisses. But why? Why did you do it?
I'm sorry if I led you to think that I was being sincere. I've also been thinking. And here you see the result. I've packed my trunks. I'm leaving for Paris. I've got a marvelous contract. Another theater, another audience. That's what I live for. That's my true life.
So this is your decision?
Yes.
Very well. Then it's been nothing but a farce. That's all. Very good. Allow me to congratulate you. I admit you played your part to perfection. So that I'm not ashamed to tell you. I believed you were sincere. Oh, well, I'm nothing but a peasant. Very naive. Easily taken in. And you instead are the great artist who laughs at his expense.
No, it's not like that.
Enough of this comedy. You don't have to lie anymore. Now I can see what you really are. A poor, miserable actress. Go on. Go do your acting in the theater. I agree with you. It's your life. There you don't waste your time. There you get paid for acting. There's an audience who applauds you. Goodbye.
Giuseppe! Well, did you get rid of him? You did very well. Now, come on, let's go.
(1848), 1849, anxious years, courageous years for those who strove for the independence of Italy. Lonely Giuseppe Verdi joined in the battle against the Austrian oppressor with his songs of hope and promise. These songs became the battle hymns of the patriots and were sung wherever they fought.
Lara, ove l'avrà nascosta? Guardate come impiego. Lara, 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 la 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 la, la 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 la. Son ferite che nulla voi nuotete, l'aria di questa notte. Articani e la razza dannata, quel prezzo vendeste il mio bene. Mai nulla per loro conviene. Oh, mia figlia impagabil tesor, la rendete o sepor disarmata. Questa man per voi buona cruenza non l'interro più avanza, e dei piedi pensa l'onor della forza. Assassini, assassini, m'aprite la forza, assassini, m'aprite. No vecchio t'inganni e vendetta avrai, e vendetta, tremenda vendetta di quest'anima sola di Dio, e punirti d'allora s'appretta, e fatale perpetua n'era, come colmi scagliato da Dio, come colmi scagliato da Dio, e colpire il buffone saprà.
Look, there's Rossini.
Bravo! Bravo!
Ah, dear Duma, it's ages since I've so enjoyed an opera, not since my own Barbara of Seville.
The music is lovely. So lovely it could easily have been written by you.
Of course. A few more operas as fine as this, and I risk everyone saying that my Barbara of Seville is worthy of Verdi. Oh, by the way, have you seen the new visiting cards that I've ordered?
No. Ah. Can they be used also for a duel?
Yes, a duel with forks. Let's see now. Here it is, Thursday. Paolo? Paolo?
Voyons, Giacchino.
Here.
You wouldn't invite Verdi in that most vulgar manner?
Most vulgar? Did you hear that, Duma? My wife calls most vulgar the polite practice of having our guests enjoy beforehand our delicious meals. Paolo, go backstage and take this card to Maestro Verdi and tell him to come as soon as possible after the performance.
La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento, mufata cento e di pensiero, sempre un amabile, leggiadro viso, in pianto e riso e menzognero. pensiero, la donna immobile, qual fiume al vento, nuotava cielo tu, ed in pensiero, ed in pensiero, pensiero. E sempre misero, chi a lei s'affida, chi le confida, mal causa il cuore, ormai non sentesi, felice appieno, chi su quel seno non li va amore. La donna mobile, qual fiume al vento, nuotava cielo tu, di pensiero, di pensiero.
Maestro, it seems that Victor Hugo, when he left the opera, was in a terrible rage.
Just smell that. But you can't be serious.
He was angry with Verdi. He actually spoke of lawsuits, of attachments, of damages.
This is most interesting.
He insisted his dramas being massacred. He swore that never in his life would he see Verdi again, except if he met him in a court of law.
Oh, yes. So that's what he said. It's most incautious of him to commit himself.
But...
Hell, you wouldn't have a basil leaf.
Monsieur Giuseppe Verdi. Monsieur Victor Hugo.
Oh.
I am very happy to receive in my house the two greatest geniuses of France and Italy.
You wouldn't have had this honor if there were a little more light on your stairs, and if I had been able to recognize who was in front of me.
Oh, come now, gentlemen. It's a real pity to see you embittered like this over Rigoletto, the masterpiece that all Paris is applauding and which is the fruit of your collaboration. Be reasonable.
Collaboration? Paris is only applauding the opera composed by Giuseppe Verdi.
In my opera, they applaud the characters you created.
The characters I created were credible. What you've done to them is immoral.
Pardon?
Immoral.
Oh. I thought you said I made them immortal.
Impertinent. Come now, my friends. Is it possible that you don't realize that you have no cause?
Maestro, there's a lady to see you.
What a pity. I must leave you for a minute, but I beg of you, promise not to say anything amusing until I get back. My dear Giuseppina, what a surprise. Weren't you at the opera this evening?
No. I just came from Donizetti's house. He's worse.
Really?
He's dying, poor man. His one dream is to return to Italy. But he has no money. And you know him. He won't ask anyone for anything. I thought that you, with your influence, Maestro, could find some way of helping him a little.
Yes, certainly. I don't know, we might... I could organize a benefit concert.
Yes.
With all the Italian artists who are now in Paris.
Excellent.
How do you like that? Well, that settles it. And now, my dear Giuseppina, let's go in there.
But
Take a look. Just look how many guests. And they're all celebrities. There's also Verdi.
No, thank you, Maestro. I must go right away. I don't want to keep you any longer.
But why? What do you
No.
say? Oh, they'll all be delighted to
Thank
see
you, but...
You live in Paris like an exile.
Forgive me, Maestro.
What you say does
Madame,
not interest me.
but I think you had better come and stop their quarreling if you can. Listen to them. Listen to them.
But let me explain. It's the Austrian censor who changed the characters. The King of France became the Duke of Mantua. Blanche became Gilda at the orders of the government. They interfered all along. Once and for all, please try to understand that Italian art today cannot reach the public until it has been censored by the Austrian police.
No.
Of course. Well, then, did you like the opera?
Yes. Curse it all, yes.
There, that's dead. Then let's stop all this ridiculous discussion. Shake hands.
That's the spirit. All's well that ends well. My dear Giuseppina, when a poor man has friends who are so important but so excitable, you must excuse him if he doesn't give a beautiful lady the welcome she deserves. Permit me, I would like to present our great Verdi. Oh, perhaps you've already met.
Yes. A long time ago.
She came to tell me about Donizetti. He's desperately ill.
Oh, ma chérie, how nice it is to see you again. You'd be doing us a great favor if you'd stay with us for a while. Isn't that so, Giacchino?
Maestro Verdi, I had thought of offering you my Camille as a libretto for one of your operas. But if the censors in Italy are really so severe...
No, it's not the censors I'm worried about. In this case, my dear Dumas, I'm afraid of the title role. I do not feel any pity at all for Camille.
How can you say that? Camille is a wonderful love story.
Thank you, madame. That's the nicest compliment I've had about my work. Then you do not believe that a woman can sacrifice herself for a man?
Women of her type, my dear Dumas, don't have this heroic quality. They don't know what sacrifice means. All they think about is their vanity, success, easy living, and money. You must thank heaven that you never loved a woman like the Camille you've written about. That's why you were able to write her story. As for me, I will never be able to write one note on that theme.
You're merciless with us women.
No, madame. With certain women.
Excuse me, madam. It's getting very late. Forgive me.
Why, of course. What is the matter, my dear? Do you feel ill?
No, thank you. It's nothing. Will you kindly remind your husband of the promise he made to me for Donizetti?
Certainly.
Thank you.
My poor Giuseppina, I can well imagine what you've suffered. You yourself had so much need of comfort, and instead you thought of comforting poor Donizetti.
Since the other night, I've been in despair. When I saw him so unexpectedly, I thought that I would die. I wanted to fall at his feet and ask his forgiveness, and shout out that it wasn't true, that I love him as much as I always have, and maybe even more. But in all his words, there was only his bitterness, his contempt.
It's your fault.
I only wanted to make him forget, not to make him hate me as he does.
Try to tell him the truth, dear. That it was for his good that you lied. Or at least for what they led you to believe was his good.
It's too late. I know him well. He's a very obstinate man.
He's a stupid jackass. That's what I think of your Verdi.
But he's suffered a lot. Goodbye, Maestro. And please forgive me if I've bothered you with my troubles.
Goodbye, Giuseppina. And if you go away, don't forget to come and see this doddering old fool confined to his house.
Oh, no.
Every farewell could be the last when one is in my condition.
What are you saying?
Go.
Maestro. You want it? Want it? The stage door. Donizetti, what a surprise. This is an honor. Come, Maestro, I'll get you a box seat.
If I've come here, it isn't to listen to your music. As a musician, you may even be a genius. But as a man, you're an egotistical fool. Selfish and utterly blind. But you don't like what I've just said? My life is finished. I'm sick, and all I have left is the past, that's all. All the feeling in my heart is spent. Maybe that's why I can speak. I can talk to you as no one else can. Sit down and listen to me.
Perdai la sole d'un suo sguardo, la tempesta dal mio cor.
Nothing but the truth.
But how can a woman really in love lie so well?
Because she was deeply in love. She put you on a pedestal. You were her idol. And she thought herself unworthy of you.
I was so much in love, I was blind.
You have never understood our Giuseppina. The fact that she made that sacrifice proves her to be worthy of any man. Believe me, glory and riches mean less than nothing in a life without love. They don't count compared to sincere and pure affection.
Maestro Verdi, the audience wants you. Won't you come, please?
Go on. Get your fill of applause, if that's what you're seeking. But don't forget, it's nothing but noise. It may fill your ears and your pocket, but not your heart.
Come in. Come in, come in. I put the students' things over there.
What students?
Why, the singing school.
But I'm not the... Well,
Excuse me, who did you want?
Signora Giuseppina. Isn't she the teacher?
She left Paris. Didn't you know?
She's left? And where has she gone?
I don't know. She didn't even tell me, and I was her favorite pupil. She only asked me to close the school.
Excuse me, but she must have left a forwarding address with someone.
I just told you. She left the school all of a sudden. She took very few things with her, and she said she'd send later for her trunks. Oh, I forgot to pack that book. Now I have to start all over again. She was so fond of it. It's the story of a lost woman. She used to cry when she was reading it.
I've gone to everyone who has ever known her. But nothing. 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 Muzio, I've got to find out where she is.
Yes, maestro.
Here. Take this. Don't worry about expenses. The important thing is to find her.
I'll do everything I can, maestro, but it's going to be rather...
Oh, Papa Barezzi. It's you. Please come in. I'll be with you right away.
Who is that young fellow? Excuse me, I didn't mean to be inquisitive. How is your work going? I've been thinking about the title for that new opera of yours, La Traviata. Why not leave it Camille?
I have just engaged that young man you saw to find Giuseppina.
You still love her, don't you?
Yes.
I understand. Yes.
No, you don't understand. Just as you didn't understand when you did all you could to separate us.
But I did it for your good, Giuseppe. Are you reproaching me for taking care of you? You make me feel very badly. Well, it doesn't matter. But I realize that if that woman is going to be with you, for me, there's no place here. Goodbye.
No, Papa Barezzi. I have nothing against you. If anyone is to blame, it's I. Only when it was too late did I understand how great was the sacrifice that she had made. And how great her love for me has always been. And now I am paying dearly for my mistake with a loneliness that overwhelms me. So if now you should abandon me too, you would only increase my suffering and my loneliness.
My dear boy, if you still love this poor old man who, in spite of everything, has always cared for you, loved you, looked after you as if you were his own son, here I am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Viviamo radiati conici che la bellezza infiora e la fugge ora s'inebria voluta. Viviamo ai dolci fremiti che suscita l'amore, poiché quella che ha il cuore onnipotente fa. Viviamo, amore, amore, fra i conici più caldi baci a
Tra pochi
think that on the opening night they didn't like it?
They realized their mistake. Like me. Come in. When did you arrive?
A short while ago.
Well, then?
Nothing. Also in Milan, I found no trace of Signora Giuseppina. We're now waiting word from Paris. We're hoping that someone or other will pick up her baggage. We may be lucky.
Thank you.
At any rate, I shall continue. You can rely on that.
Thank you, Muzio. Please do.
Verdi has put his soul into this music.
Yes, it's true. Up till now, he's been perfect. But without much appeal.
He must be in love.
But they say that he's incapable of love.
Oh, he's a bear.
He's the genius of the century.
Excuse me.
Yes?
You are Miss Barbarina?
Yes?
Where is your sister?
Oh, I don't know. I had no idea. She never writes.
I thought that she was here with you.
Oh, no. I've been invited by some friends. We're upstairs in a box.
Oh.
Excuse me. Excuse me. You could have come back sooner. What an idea to come up here with these people. I've told you. I don't want to be recognized by anyone.
I'm going home.
We'd lost all hope of finding you. We looked everywhere for you.
He looked for me, too.
He wrote it for you. It is your opera. It begs your forgiveness. Come along now. He's in there. Here he is. Do you remember?
Yes.
You must give it to the woman who takes my place, so that my memory will not diminish their happiness. It's my daughter who gives it to you.
Thank you.
Giuseppina.
Dio cara, noi lasceremo la vita uniti, trascorreremo decorsi anni, compenso avrai la tua salute rifiorirà. Sospiro in luce, tu mi sarai, tutto è futuro. Ne arriverà. Maria, pazzo del duca di Norfolk. Ero sottile, 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 ero un miraggio vago, leggero, gentile, gentile, gentile. Quello era il tempo del mio verdatelle, quello era il tempo del mio lieto maggio. Tanto ero smizzo, simile anello, che sarei pizzato attraverso un anello. Quando ero pazzo ero sottile, era un miraggio vago, leggero, gentile, gentile, gentile.
Voi mi teniate, io devo i vostri inganni, devo che amiate.
Chi?
Me.
Non traditemi più. Mi pare di anni doverti fra le braccia.
In poverty and humility, I arrived on this earth, and I shall relinquish it in poverty. All that I possess shall be given back to music, from whence it came, to the rest home for musicians and singers which I founded. Of all my works, it is the one I love best.